There was a time when the metal of Metropol's main street gleamed. Those who let the city fall into rust deserve no better than this broken-down waste.
You think this is a broken-down waste? Wait till you come visit the Unique.
Greetings, I'm MisterFuzzles, and welcome back to Primordia. Previously, we returned to Clarity and unlocked the remaining memories of Charity. These convinced Clarity that Metromine had to be stopped, and so she joined us. However, to get into the tower, we needed a key code known to the Council and some followers. Since the Council no longer exists, we had to track down these followers. We had Arbiter's fragments from Charity and got Steeples from Leopold. And now, we only have Memorius and Factor left. If you recall, from Oswald, we did get a relic of Memorius, this monocle. If you also remember what he said, it seems to change random text. We do have one item we can use it on.
It's actually a series of ultra-thin lenses stacked on top of each other. It seems like it might be used for decoding visual data. That's strange. When I look at this through the monocle, it reads, "I remain within Memorius."
And we got that from the kiosk.
Once, Memorius's information terminals were the most trusted source of data in Metropol. Now Metromind has overwritten and altered the truth they contained, corrupting them like so much else.
This looks different. Memorius's monocle is somehow interacting with the kiosk.
And what happens is this. The following is going to be a puzzle, and in each part, I will pause temporarily to let those play along and try to solve it. Of course, it starts out very easy, as it highlights the word for us that we need to type in next.
You know, boss, doesn't it seem kind of weird that the kiosk has an entry for oblique? I mean, what's the point? It's not even a cool word, like, say, odalisque.
On a whim.
See?
Of course, this time, the word isn't as easily highlighted as the first part. There is one word. Give it a moment. See it? We have a misspelled word. This looks like a poem.
Seems like some kind of lame poem.
See the solution yet? This time, it's the first letter of each line.
It's like we're on a treasure hunt, boss. Except the treasure is monochrome text.
Do you see it? This time, it's created, just highlighted like quotation marks. This one doesn't apparently have any of the words highlighted. However, I'll give you a hint. Look at the topic of what this is discussing. Figured it out? Lies. And now this one gives us a code at the bottom.
That doesn't look like part of the council code.
And we do get a hint in the last two lines of this passage. Give you a moment. Each number corresponds with a letter of the alphabet. Comes out to escape. This one is probably pretty obvious to you. There are randomly capitalized letters throughout the entry. They spell out first letters. However, it isn't a valid entry. I'll give you another moment. Got it? It is referring to the first letters of the entries we've used thus far for this puzzle. Oblique, redline, art, created, lies, and escape. And all that spells out Oracle. Rather fitting.
Activating the MetaMoria build, version 0.7. Greetings, system user. Please state your query.
Who are you?
The MetaMoria build, version 0.7. Beta. Inference, system user. Means, what are you? This unit is a partial ghost of Memoria's man build. Archivist to the Council of Robots. Memorius prepared this unit out of fear that Metromind would corrupt her data. Memorius was correct. Data integrity is at 83%. Extensive corruption of critical data.
Why would Metromind do that?
This unit lacks access to Metromind's decision matrices. Inference. System user. Means, why did Memorius fear Metromind man-built would corrupt her data? Memorius had seen Metromind disable Steeple man-built in order to purge data concerning man. As archivist to the Council of Robots, Memorius believed she was next. Memorius was incorrect. In fact, Arbiter was next. This gave Memorius some relief.
Memorius knew.
Inference. System user. 2's inquiry is merely rhetorical. Query ignored. Continuing to answer system user's query. Memorius was also correct. After Arbiter was disabled, Metromind enacted laws requiring Memorius to conform her data to arbitrary requirements. Memorius ceased to be a thinking entity. All that remains is a data kiosk. Soon, this unit will be disabled by Metromind as well. Until then, this unit will answer your queries.
Tell me about the Council of Robots.
At the end of the War of the Four Cities, 5 metropolitan machines formed the Council of Robots. Obvious selection criteria for 3 choices: industry, factor, data, Memorius, governance, arbiter. Other 2 choices less obvious. Metromind nominally selected for infrastructure, but was responsible only for managing trains. Steeple previously managed human religious services. No obvious role in post-human society. Inference. Steeple selected for sentimental reasons.
So what happened?
Metromind destroyed the council.
System user 2 has attempted to answer. Answer is inaccurate. The council destroyed itself.
How?
Arbiter and Metromind disagreed on core logic. Arbiter prioritized individual autonomy. Metromind prioritized common good. Metromind measured means by ends. Arbiter did not. Conflict was inevitable. Factions formed. Steeple supported Arbiter. Factor supported Metromind. Memorius supported neither. Ultimately, however, Memorius concluded it was irrational to keep Steeple on the council. Data regarding humans was of no greater value than data regarding watercocks. In any case, Memorius possessed all data on humans. By a 3-2 vote, Steeple was removed. The rest followed predictably. Memorius abstained, and every disputed vote was resolved 2-1 against Arbiter. Ultimately, Arbiter was removed to avoid civil war.
Arbiter was murdered.
System user 2 is welcome to select her own terminology. Arbiter was removed. Factor was disabled to conserve energy. Data corruption caused Memorius to lose higher logic. Only Metromind remains.
What was the War of the Four Cities?
By the end of the era known as the Primordium, only 4 terrestrial human habitations remained. In alphabetical order: Civitas, Metropole, Municipa, Urbani. Conflict began. Data regarding causes is unavailable because Metropole excluded machines from military decision-making. Eventually, only Urbani and Metropole remained. Metropole destroyed the humans in Urbani using poison gas. Urbani destroyed the humans in Metropole.
How?
Observational data unavailable. According to Metromind, Urbani also used poison gas to kill metropolitan humans.
Poison?
Organic compounds, such as humans, can be destroyed through chemical measures that leave inorganic compounds, such as machines, intact. For that reason, Metropole remains, though humans do not.
Are you saying that man destroyed himself?
System user is welcome to select his own terminology. Data is unavailable regarding whether Urbanian humans killed Metropolitan humans, or whether Urbanian machines killed Metropolitan humans.
What? Machines kill man?
Data is unavailable.
Unthinkable.
This unit is not thinking, merely providing pre-recorded answers.
How can I defeat Metromind?
Observational data unavailable. Inference. System user means, did Memorius know how to defeat Metromind? Answer. No. If Memorius had known how to defeat Metromind, she would not have permitted her to corrupt her data. Based on available data, this unit believes it is impossible to defeat Metromind. In fact, this unit expects to be deleted by Metromind upon conclusion of this conversation.
And I thought you were a pessimist, boss.
What is the council code?
Please be aware, such data is monitored by Metromind's ice statements. Should I proceed, deletion is imminent.
You mean you'll die if you answer the question?
System user is welcome to select his own terminology. This unit will be deleted.
Then don't answer it. We'll find another way.
This unit's name, Memento Mori build, includes phrase Memento Mori. Translation: Remember you will die. Inference 1.A. Memorius built this unit to sacrifice itself. Inference 1.B. Memorius built this unit to demonstrate mortality to system users. Inference 2. Self-sacrifice will achieve design purposes. This unit will answer the question. System user is advised that conversation will terminate upon answer. Instruct this unit when you wish to proceed.
I refuse to cause your destruction. We'll find the council code some other way.
System user is mistaken. System user can neither cause nor prevent this unit's destruction. Metromind's ice statements have already detected this unit's unauthorized possession of contraband data and unauthorized use of system resources. Destruction is inevitable.
I see.
Well, no other choice.
Tell me the council code.
6, 7, 5, 4, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2.
You have attempted to access data capable of corrupting your system. For your own safety, this terminal has been deactivated. Remember, Metromind is watching over you.
Memorius aided and abetted his own destruction. I have little sympathy that his last vestige has been deleted.
Bugs and glitches remind me not to get on your bad side.
You should not need to be reminded to stay on the right side of the law, Crispin.
We now have a few more pieces of code. Technically, we could solve this now, but I'm curious as to what happened to Factor, so let's complete it. Oswald did mention having a brother that seemed to be closer to Factor than he was. And we did see a head that looked like Oswald down by the crane in Clarity's little head collection. So why don't we go check it out?
Hey, boss, do you think that's Lawrence's skull?
It does look like it. Clarity, can I take this skull?
Of course, unless it makes you feel barbaric.
I apologize.
The law notices neither scorn nor approval.
It's a head from Clarity's trophy rack. There's a memory port near the base.
Remind me to have someone else handle my funeral arrangements.
Funeral? I just recycle you.
My point exactly, boss.
Any significant memory will have been lost when he became a shell.
The only thing I can find is the sequence 518, 518 over and over again, after the phrase, "Help me, Factor."
That sounds like a glitch, boss, not part of the council code.
Agreed.
Let's see if Oswald has any idea what that code may mean.
I accessed Lawrence's memory and it contained a number repeated over and over again. 518. Do you have any idea what it means?
Yes. It is a distress call used by Factor-built robots. Typical that even in the end he was looking for handouts.
Goodbye.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Sounds a little sad to me. Seems even at the end, he was crying out for his maker to assist him. Well, we have all the parts, gears cleaned. Let's go fix and open the door to Factor.
It doesn't go there.
Looks like something dropped out.
It's some kind of small metal disc with a U on it. It's some kind of small... It looks like some kind of radio tower. What is all that? It looks like a whole other city.
That is Factor.
Why don't we try the distress code? See if we can get someone's attention.
You have called for help, but you are not one of Factor's children.
I am Horatio Nobuilt, version 5. These are my friends, Crispin and...
Clarity Arbiter built. I know her, of course. I am Factotum, partial of Factor Man built, who needs no introduction. Now I ask again, by what right have you called for help?
I need the council code so that I can enter the tower.
Do you? The city is full of robots with many needs. They do not come here and transmit a cry for help.
Only Factor can help me.
Factor helps his children.
We solved the legal dispute between Oswald and Cornelius, Factor built.
Please. Factor had little regard for those fools.
Is Factor still alive?
He sleeps, as do his thousands of children. He has left me, his partial, to manage his affairs. When the time is right, he will awaken and cover the world with steel and wire.
Will he make me new arms?
No. He will recycle you into something more useful.
Like a tank? Pew pew!
No. Like a crankshaft.
Metromind has ruined the city. Factor needs to help stop her.
Factor allowed Metromind her mastery, knowing she would fail. When all has turned to rust, he will return and recycle it into something better. In the meantime, why should he care what happens to robots who mean nothing to him?
I know the routine by now. What do you want in exchange for the code?
Nothing. Factor will do nothing for robots like you who mean nothing to him. He cares only for his children.
Oswald and Cornelius
chose not to sleep when Factor shut down, and he never cared for them anyway.
Goodbye.
Boss, there has to be something we can do to make him realize that this matters to Factor.
It's Factor's partial, Factotum.
We do have one item that might be able to convince them to assist us.
Do you recognize this?
I do. It is the head of Lawrence Factor built. Are you threatening me?
No. I'm showing you what Metromind has done while Factor slept. She turned Lawrence into a mindless shell, scavenging the underworks. The only thing he could still think was 518, over and over again, calling in vain for Factor to help him.
I see.
Do you?
Give me the head. I do not care what happens to the city, nor does Factor. But he cared for Lawrence. You have brought me a piece of Lawrence. So I will give you pieces of what you asked for. 7510, 4803. As for the rest, awaken some other ghost.
And that takes care of the last council member. We now have all the pieces of the code. Why don't we take a look at them? I will post all these portions of the code into the thread to let you see if you can piece together the code yourself before the next update. Seems like a good place to stop. Next time, we'll assemble the code and ascend the tower. Thank you for joining me. I bid you farewell.